Stand by, stand by.
Cybersecurity fatigue. So the way that I would define this is you've got to that stage where you've virtually kind of given up of staying ahead of those malicious actors. It kind of feels like you're trying to fill a bucket with sand that's got a hole in it. It's all getting a little bit too much. And we do know that it happens. So in the report as well, we do ask if you are suffering from security fatigue. It is exactly the same no matter what size of business you are. 41% of our respondents said, yes, I am. I'm feeling like it's all a little bit overwhelming. First of all, maybe Masha, what are the signs of cybersecurity fatigue? How can we spot when it's starting to happen?
I don't think it's necessarily related to security in general, but levels of engagement, the more willingness for people to raise their hand and say, I have a problem, like there's a problem here, there's a process here, especially when you're still building up the functionality here for security for your business. There's a lot for a team to take on, and often understaffing is a huge issue for many businesses. And one of the problem sets with security is there's no clear milestone. It's perpetual. It's not even a marathon, right? We're on a treadmill that's going to keep going forever. It's a cat and mouse game. And if we, as leaders in our organizations, do not create natural segments where people can recognize and look back on the success of what they've done and understand the next segment that they need to do to grow, it feels impossible and it feels overwhelming. And you'll start seeing that in the spinning of your traction and your program as a whole. So those are some core things that I highly recommend security leaders start looking out for their organization at every level department, both as level, but also all the way down to an individual contributor and per department in the security team.
Yeah, absolutely. Wolf, how can organizations go from this reactive nature? Security has always been a reactive industry, but how can we go from reactive to feeling more proactive? What actually needs to happen?
I think the issue is too many teams do the right things wrong, and too many teams spend way too much trying to do the wrong things right. So it is prioritizing. It is focusing in on what is driving the business, what's adding value, and then what is providing the defensibility, what is stopping the attackers, leveraging reports like this, leveraging reports like the DBIR, so that you're shrinking the things down. It is also, in terms of being specific about what we're doing, being very specific, and security people, we're not good at this, being very specific about the things we are not doing. So I've got 5,000 reports or alerts coming a day. Off of these 50 SIM use cases, I am only going to be able to have time to reply and work with 20 use cases. So I'm going to be very explicit about what I'm doing and why and what I'm not doing.